The Paris 2024 Olympics are fast approaching, and if you're planning a trip to the city now, there are a few things you need to know to avoid surprises. If you're new here, hi, I'm Esther from dreamsinparis.com, a travel blog and channel dedicated to making your Paris planning trip easy. And in this video, I'll share all the changes happening during the Paris 2024 Olympics that might affect your trip. And before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to never miss any new videos. So what exactly should you expect if you visit Paris during the Olympics? The first thing you need to know are the dates. So the Olympic Games will be held from June 26 to August 11th, 2024, and the Paralympic Games from August 28th to September 8th. On the other hand, the opening ceremony will be on July 26 along the Seine, making it the first ever Summer Olympics game competition to have an opening ceremony outside a stadium. While this is exciting and historic, it means that access to some parts of the Seine will be limited before and during the games. And speaking of limited access, the Seine is not the only place that will be affected. Several places in Paris, especially where the games will be held, will be closed to tourists. Actually, for a while now, these places have been undergoing various constructions and some of them are partly closed, while others are yet to be fully closed. Now let's look at the places that will be closed, starting with the Trocadero Square. This is probably where every tourist arrives first, as it gives a nice view of the Eiffel Tower. While you can still access it now at the time of making this video, it is expected to fully close to tourists on July 16th and gradually reopen on July 27th, just a day after the opening ceremony. Right next to the square are the Trocadero Gardens. They are currently partly closed with just a very small area left open, but full closure is expected on the 1st of July. On the other hand, gradual reopening will start on the 19th of September. Several bridges will also be limited to both vehicle traffic and pedestrians, and the first one we will look at is Pont d'Iéna. If you're not familiar with this name, it's the bridge that connects you from the Trocadero area to the Eiffel Tower. It will be closing to vehicle traffic on July 1st and July 16 to pedestrians, but reopening is expected to start on the 12th of August. The next place that will be closing is Champ de Mars, the park where the Eiffel Tower sits. It has been almost fully closed since July the 3rd, leaving just a small area for sitting. So if you are excited about picnicking here with a view of the Eiffel Tower this summer, that might have to wait a little bit. You can still use the small area open, although it's likely to be very crowded. And the gradual reopening of this park is expected on the 19th of September. Another bridge that is already closed is Pont Alexandre III, the most beautiful bridge in Paris in my opinion. It closed to vehicle traffic on the 17th of May, and although it's still open to pedestrians, one side no longer offers that beautiful Eiffel Tower view we're used to. So yeah, you can still walk on this bridge, but its beauty has been taken over by construction work. And if you're wondering when it's expected to reopen, that will be on 20th September. Moving on to the right bank of the Seine, we have Place de la Concorde on the eastern end of the Champs-Élysées. Unfortunately, you will not be able to see its beautiful fountains and obelisk, as it's been closed to both vehicle and pedestrian traffic since the 1st of June. It is, however, expected to gradually reopen from the 29th of August to the 30th of October. On top of this, several roads will be closed. That's why I don't recommend driving at all. It's going to be so complicated figuring out which road is closed and at what time, and if you need a pass to access it. I'll talk more about this pass later in the video. Instead, simply walk whenever possible or use public transportation. And if you prefer private transport, just call a taxi or an Uber. Before we move on, I want to let you know that I created a free Paris travel guide with everything you need to know before your trip. It includes how to get from the airport to the city center, the best areas to stay in Paris, what to do, and so much more. You can get it by clicking on the link in the description below. Now back to the video, let's talk about which places will remain open. Despite these closures, most of the popular attractions will actually stay open. You'll be able to climb the Eiffel Tower, visit the Louvre Museum, the Orsay Museum, the Pantheon, Montmartre, and so many other areas. Basically, any place that isn't an Olympic Games site will stay open. The only tricky part might be getting around. And that leads us to our next section, how to get around during the Paris 2024 Olympics. As I mentioned earlier, avoid driving at all costs because it's going to be a real nightmare navigating closed roads, security perimeters, and all that. The best way to get around is on foot or using the metro. However, some metro lines next to Olympic sites will also be closed, so use apps like Citymapper, RATP, or IDF Mobility to get around. But even on foot, some places will require a special pass known as the Pass Jou to access them. All you need to know is that you will need this pass to access areas around the Seine from the 18th of July to the 26th of July until 1 p.m. as this is where the opening day ceremony will take place. So if you won't be in Paris within those dates, then you're not concerned with this pass. To get this pass, go to the official Pass Jou website, click on Request a Pass Jou and follow the steps. I actually have an article on my blog talking about who needs a Pass Jou, how to get it, and all the information you need to get around during this time if you want to know more about it. I'll leave the links in the description below. Another thing you need to know if you're visiting Paris during this time is that the metro prices will be increasing. From the 20th of July up to 8th September, a single ride ticket will be increasing from 2.15 to 4 euros. And a bundle of 10 tickets will go up from 17.35 to 32 euros. However, there is a special pass known as the Paris 2024 pass that costs 16 euros for a day and 70 for a week. You can use this pass to travel all around the Paris region and also go to the airports, that is the Charles de Gaulle Airport and the Orly Airport. You can buy this pass online and have it delivered to your home or picked up at various collection points, or even buy it directly from the Paris 2024 public transportation app or the IDF Mobility. You should, however, note that the Navigo Découverte travel card and the one-day Navigo pass will not be available for purchase during this time. And that's it, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to create a video specifically about getting around Paris during the Olympics, and I'll do so. And if you have more questions about visiting Paris during the Olympics, drop them in the comments below and I'll answer them. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos about Paris. See you next time. Bye bye.